Los Angeles, California. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405.
opened in 2001. It lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos.
To kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the...
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Throwing on second. Daniels lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it at the 30. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Range it out right, but it does get through. They jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. Nicks off the play action. Gets it downfield on target to Sutton. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
To throw, here's Nix. No place to go here, and they plant him back at the 37. And that will make it 2nd and 17 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 37-yard line.
After the sack, Nix. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
3rd and long for him here. And he loses control, and that one's going to fall to the ground, Brock. Needed to bring that in. Instead, the mistake means it's 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Going to have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Going on 4th. Here's Nix. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Result of the play.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. So it'll be 2nd down. Now Daniels to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
All right, so I'll go pistol set here. Krosky Merritt. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss
now
of
Daniels
1.
on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket.
At the Broncos.
And he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
We know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Now Nix. And this one is launched downfield. Had it for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Throwing on 2nd, Nix. And this one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And this is going to go for a gain of 6, but it's not enough. Defense doesn't let him get past that. It is 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Nix. That's cut beyond the marker. And this is going to be 1st down all the way inside the 40. What a play call that was on 4th.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good.
That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. The scoreboard reads 13-0. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Nix now to throw. Taking a shot deep here. He's got it down the sideline. Big hitter on 1st down. 32 yards.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league. Short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Leo Chanel makes the play.
Nix's pass.
Oh, he came so close to being the one to score right after that. But as long as his offense can get the job done here, Kate, you're going to still thank him for the points. Took care of so much of the work. Breaking from the end zone to the red zone.
1st and goal, Krosky Merritt. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Chased out to his right. Kept the play alive, and he finds a look. Touchdown, Washington. Stephon Diggs, 2 yards out. On is Moody for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And the advantage now stands at 20.
Broncos nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
Washington.
On the return, here's Mims. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
And he can't find a connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a 1st down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throwing here, Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback don't be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Now a second down throw for Nix. He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. And that leads up to an incredible now, Brock. 3rd and 25 to go.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble, and it's another one. They drop him. Johnny Newton. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Going for it on 4th, Nix. Gets everything he has under this one. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off, Trey Amos. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now, and I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, batting, baseball, like you grip it tight, and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets home. Touchdown, Commanders. Chigakonkwo. First return score, now he's got a receiving one, too. On his Moody for the extra point. And that's no good. His 2nd missed extra point of the day. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. On the return, here's Mims. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Connects on the crosser. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Nix to throw. Sends this to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not at the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
There is nothing like some high stakes to make a one-on-one battle more interesting. He was all that stood between them and a significant gain, and he sure rose to the occasion defensively.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this. Nix looking to throw. They're going to take another shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Leo Chanel makes the play. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing here just before halftime. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be driven out of bounds to end this second quarter, Brock. Defenders got there, but not before a pretty nice pickup. See if they can build off that in the second half.
Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Nicks off the play action. He's going for it again. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nicks. Hits him on the out route. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Rowe finds his back. Harvey. And give him the first down. Lines up about 6 on that play before he was stopped.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nicks. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down. They can mark him at the 14. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove they're playmakers too.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Offense up to the line fast.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Nicks. He throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. Third down now after that incompletion.
Down and 7.
They'll throw again. Nix. And it's incomplete. Tried taking up the screen, but he fumbled the catch. It's going to be fourth down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game, and failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They aren't going for this. Going on fourth. Here's Nix. No good. Complete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.